This is Tin Caps Baseball on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back to Tin Caps on Deck, presented by Hoopy Insurance Services. Sunday afternoon baseball here at Four Winds Field between your Fort Wayne Tin Caps and the South Bend Cubs. Andy Yackham in the third base dugout, joined today by our pregame guest, CJ Widger. CJ, 3 earned runs in 9 outings this month. What's been the key to your success here in May?
Just trying not to think too much. Didn't really have a breaking ball in the month of April. Kind of mentally was a little back and forth with certain things, and I'm still got to cut some of the walks down this month, but I just feel a lot better, more comfortable working with, the fielders behind me, trusting them, trusting the catcher, pitching coaches. Just it's a lot more calm and trusting when I go out to the field, so it just feels a lot better at the moment.
Your second season in Fort Wayne, first year working with Yorman Bizzardo, pitching coach, former big leaguer. What's that relationship been like so far?
It's been awesome. He's super easy to work with. If I bring an idea or he brings an idea, we've been pretty good communicating and everything, and we've starting to see a little bit of results the last few weeks. So, I got no complaints. I love Bizzardo.
Looking at your path to get here specifically to Fort Wayne, just a bit of a whirlwind. Signed as a minor league free agent by the Padres last November. Just a few weeks later, you're drafted in the Rule 5 AAA phase by San Francisco. You spend most of last season there, and then you end up back in the Padres org here last August. What was that whole path like to get to this point to be here right now?
Definitely a whirlwind. The last 2.5-ish years, been with 4 different orgs. Started with Texas, Seattle, San Diego, San Francisco, now back with San Diego. Just blessed to still be playing every day and be healthy. Obviously, the goal is to make it to the big leagues, but when you go through some things like that, you just kind of sit back, and I'm not as nervous going out to the field now. You've had so many different experiences. Through failure or success, you just try and keep a level head and just show up the same every single day.
What's been a difference that you've noticed for yourself looking at your time here in Fort Wayne between your debut here last August at Four Winds Field and we're sitting here right before June in 2026? Not a huge time frame, to say the least, but still, has there been any changes for you in your game, whether it's on the field, off the field?
I used to, when I first got to South Bend last year, it was my first week with a bunch of new guys I'd never met before, new staff, new part of the country. Was just trying to get my feet wet and get used to certain things. And at this point now, I'm just a lot more comfortable in the locker room with the guys. And I feel like pitching-wise, I'm in a much better spot than last year. So, just attitude, how I show up at the field every day, it's just a lot more calm, collected, and just enjoyable.
I want to talk about your father, Chris Widger Sr., 10 years in the big leagues, was with the White Sox in 2005 when they won the World Series. Growing up, what was that like, just to be around big league clubhouses, and what did you learn from your dad growing up playing baseball?
Well, it's funny, being a pitcher, he was a catcher, so, the whole pitcher-catcher relationship, thinking of pitch selection, pitch execution, just how the game is managed and everything, I definitely learned a lot from him growing up, but I probably learned a lot more when he got into coaching, because he retired when I was 6, so still a little bit too young to really understand a lot of things. And then as he got into coaching, I got older through middle school, high school, college, just kind of being able to go to the field. I used to be a clubby with Kansas City when he was a coach. So, I've always been kind of in a pro locker room interacting with coaches, players. So it feels right at home to be in a place like this. And then especially right outside Chicago. He played for the White Sox, like you said. So, every once in a while you'll get a fan, hey, are you Chris's son? I'm just like, yeah. So, it's pretty awesome being able to come into areas like this and play years later.
Talk about his coaching career. He's currently the manager for the Sussex County Miners out in the Frontier League in the independent realm, and he's the longest tenured manager in that league. How often do you guys catch up? How often do you chat?
Pretty much, unless his game is in the morning or my game, I pretty much talk to him every single day, whether it's just about his experience playing or just even stuff not about baseball. I'm really close to my dad, and we talk basically every single day.
Your nickname, the Wizard. First of all, where does that come from? Is that inspired at all by your dad?
No, so when I was with the Rangers, actually, when I got Tommy John in 22, I walked into the training room, and there was an older guy, AAA guy. His name was Scotty Engler. Just give you a little shout-out, Scotty. He looked at me and said, everyone in rehab has a nickname. Asked me what my last name was, Widger, and he took about 3-4 seconds and then just told me my name was Wizard, and there was nothing I could do about it. And ever since then, it was about 4 or 5 years ago, spin the wizard.
So what do you think about then the Fort Wayne Wizard throwback uniforms that the team just wore last week, part of the rotation this season?
That was one of the coolest games I got to be a part of. Just, I mean, 4 different organizations, everybody has called me Wizard now, and then to be able to actually wear that on the chest, I got Wizard on my glove, like that was honestly super fun and super cool, and they were super cool jerseys too. Like that was an awesome day.
Andy Yockum here with CJ Widger prior to first pitch on this Sunday afternoon in South Bend. One last question for you. You and I talk about this pretty daily. You got the Caleb Williams jersey on right now. Big Bears fan, big Bears guy. Thoughts on our Bears right now, getting ready for the second season in the Ben Johnson era and the third year for Caleb Williams?
49 other states in this country want to see us lose, and I love the hate we're getting, and I'm just ready for a Super Bowl ring, maybe even back-to-back. Caleb MVP. I mean, it's really not even a question. The man's unbelievable.
Caleb is the man, and CJ, you're the man as well. Appreciate your time here this afternoon.
Thank you.
Lineup first pitch coming up next right here on the Tin Caps Radio Network.
Podcasts by Federated Media.